Hey guys, what is going on? It is Super Potato 13 coming at you with another great video here in Ark. So we're in Genesis Part 2, and we are trying to clone the Astrodelphis. So as you guys know, the Astrodelphis is found in the lunar biome. It's like a fighter jet, basically. It's really awesome. But they're a pain to tame. Not only do they is the taming effectiveness hard to get right, but it costs a lot of element. You know, a 150 can cost a 200 element, depending on what types of server you're on. Maybe more, a little bit less on some. And so one of the things that I thought of whenever I tamed my first one is that, you know what, I really want to be able to clone this, because if I can clone it, it's probably going to be way cheaper than the cost of trying to go tame another one. And so I figured out how to how to clone the Astrodelphis. They are a little bit tricky because, as you guys know, the cloning chambers basically operate where it won't detect anything unless something's landed on it. So you have to land a flyer or get a tame and walk it on here. It basically has to be touching it. The Astrodelphis does not have a land function, so it just kind of like keeps hovering. So like there it goes. That's kind of how it operates. It's not very great for a cloning chamber. So like if I try to stop it right over there, it just kind of like flies away, kind of like does its own thing. So it's really annoying, and a lot of people thought that this is impossible to clone. But when I was on my official server, I was actually just messing around trying to figure out if there was a way to do it. And I finally figured out how to clone these guys. So you are going to need a skiff. This is the only way that I know of to do now. And yes, it does work on official. Like I said, I actually did this on my official server whenever I figured out how to do it. So what you're going to do is use your skiff, pick it up. And like I said earlier, there might be other ways to do it. I have not found any. This one works. I know most people have a skiff. If you have a cloning chamber, you probably have a skiff. So what you're going to do is basically just grab this guy with L2, just try to smash him into the ground. Now, I've noticed that, well, see, I'm on a ledge here, so the picking is a little weird. So I noticed doing that using this mode and just holding down R3. I'm on PlayStation. Just really smash him into the ground. It usually works pretty well, so I just kind of smacked him in there, but he's still kind of hovering kind of high. So kind of depends on where your cloning chamber's at, because the behavior of the whale can, or excuse me, like how it floats basically can change depending on where your cloning chamber is located physically. So I'm just gonna mess around with this until I think I've got a good one. So I think that's pretty good. So I've got the, you can kind of see this back part of his tail is kind of like clipping into the cloning chamber. His stomach is like really close to touching it. Maybe it is. I'm going to say that's probably good. And so now if we want to go to clone, you can see, there it is. You can actually clone this guy. So I got it on here. And like I said, I did test this on official. So to give you an idea, if I tried to just like stop this guy at the right time and, hey, well, he's flying over here and he's way back there, just to show you if I try to clone, even if I build a back wall or something like that, which I actually have in my official base, getting these guys like to actually clone is pretty annoying. This way is pretty foolproof. Every time that I've done it, I haven't really had any problems with it. So yeah, just use a skiff, really smash him in there and onto the cloning chamber, and you guys should be able to clone these guys. To give you an idea how much it costs, I had a roughly level 200 Astrodelphis that I cloned for just under 13,000 shards, I think. So not too bad, especially when you compare it to the amount of element that you have to feed these guys, the annoyingness of going out and actually taming them, and 12,000, 13,000 shards, especially on Genesis Part 1 or Genesis Part 2, is actually a lot easier to get than that 200 hard element. Can be pretty annoying. So anyway, guys, if you like this video, then I really encourage you to follow me on Twitter, follow my page or like my page on Facebook, and subscribe here on YouTube. I try to post videos like this fairly often. I'm getting better at it, and I also do like to live stream. So subscribe, hit that bell notification, like this video, and share this to your tribe mates or some of your allies that are trying to clone Astrodelphises, and let them know how to do it. And stick around for some more interesting content. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time.